Hi guys, AzureAce here and welcome back to another Dragon Ball Super episode discussion where we have finally with Super now officially surpassed GT's episode count of 64, unless you discount the retellings of Battle of Gods and Resurrection F, but either way we have passed GT's episode count, which is kind of awesome. I didn't think Super was going to last this long after the completely abysmal start the series had. But man, this episode, just amazing. My predictions have been so right. I said that Zamasu and Black would fuse at the end of episode 64. I said that this episode was going to be a beatdown of Goku, Vegeta and Trunks. That happened, and as you're going to see with episode 66's prediction, I am right yet again. But nevertheless, let's get right into this episode of Dragon Ball Super.
最後の審判か絶対神の究極のパワー
So as we get into the episode, Zamasu's just going on about his power, and a ring of light that we saw in the preview shows up and he fires this amazing looking purple lightning at Goku, Vegeta, Trunks, Bulma and Mai, but Goku and Vegeta hold it off. He then fires these small spears with a move called the Spears of Judgement, and if that doesn't sound like one of the most badass things in the world, I don't know what does. They then explode, sending Goku and Vegeta down for the count, not for the first time in this episode. It's literally just shaking the earth. The civilians in the base are running as a guy tries to run out to the surface and he gets completely incinerated by the electricity. They all then pick Yajirobe to go and check and see if it's okay, and it is, and a resistance fighter wants to give up, and that's a big aspect of this episode that it pulls off very well. It pulls off just pure raw emotion, which is very good. I love seeing emotion like this in Dragon Ball. We switch back and Kaioshin and Gawasu are talking about how they've fused using the Potara into one much stronger being. Goku says that they must get stronger if they have the chance to beat him. Bulma then sets up the lab again, this time far from the battle, as Mai gives Trunks the last of the Senzus. Zamasu then starts going on about his usual, heroes, mortal suck, blah 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 blah. You know this, you know the drill by now. Vegeta and Goku go up to attack him, but he's completely undamaged, and then he almost summons this massive bird-like thing. Like, I don't even know what it is. It looks like something you'd see straight out of Naruto or Final Fantasy or some sort of thing like that. And it fires another huge lightning attack called the Lightning of Absolution. One of the blasts gets Vegeta down for the count, as does the other one, knocking Goku out for the count. Then Zamasu turns the place into a complete hellscape. Fire everywhere, lava bursting from the ground. Goku and Vegeta get back up and they go all out, full power, and they literally punch right through the massive bird thing and go to punch Zamasu, but he completely tanks it. He grabs their fist and starts doing this like electricity thing that's really hurting them badly, sending them down yet again. Then Trunks appears and oh boy, he starts to get real angry seeing Vegeta in the state that he's in. The earth starts shaking, he powers up into his new form. Zamasu fires spears at him and he literally slices through them with his sword. But to no avail as Zamasu just basically bitch slaps him down. Zamasu then fires the sort of fire key ball he and Black had done before, as Trunks fires back with the Gallic gun, and then we get the most badass moment in this episode. Vegeta steps up and we get not a father-son Kamehameha like in the Cell Saga, we get a father-son Gallic gun. That's absolutely amazing. Again, it shows Vegeta's up for the development, man. He would have never have done that in the Cell Saga. They managed to push Zamasu back. He's completely undamaged, but he is very pissed that Vegeta and Trunks were able to push him back while being mere mortals. He then fires lightning at Trunks, but Vegeta jumps in the way again, showing the development, taking the direct hit for Trunks, as Zamasu goes for the fireball again, but senses Goku behind him as Goku starts charging up the Kamehameha, with Zamasu firing what is known as the Holy Wrath, as he calls it, which is the big fireball key thing, and we get another amazing beam struggle between Goku and Zamasu as the episode ends on that cliffhanger. But now it's time for the overall thoughts of this episode. Absolutely brilliant episode, and it's building up to what is going to be what I think is the best episode we have had yet. From what I've seen from people like Anime AJ, we're getting an all-star animation cast. We're getting so many good animators for this episode. Even the guy who originally animated Vegeto's, or some of Vegeto's scenes in Dragon Ball Z, which is very interesting indeed. It's going to be interesting to see his animation style back in Super for Vegeto, but I can't wait for the next episode. As I just said, we are getting Vegeto again, and I'm going to talk about that in a moment. But another thing, another very, very interesting thing I want to talk about very briefly is something no one has seemed to mention. I don't know why. I don't know if people just haven't picked up on it or I'm just acting stupid, but after the father-son Gallic gun that Vegeta and Trunks used, it seemed like Trunks could sense Zamasu. And if you know about God Ki and things like that, I have a video covering every Super Saiyan form that I do explain that Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan Blue is the control of God Ki. People who have God Ki cannot be sensed by mortals, you know, like Ten Shinhan, Gohan, Krillin, etc, etc. So Trunks shouldn't be able to sense Zamasu like he did in that episode, or in this episode. So why can he sense him now? Well, he has God Ki now, maybe. I don't know, that's not confirmed, guys. Please don't treat that as if it's confirmed. But he may possibly have God Ki now. I don't know, it just seems like he has God Ki now. There's the whole blue aura with the new form. He was training with Vegeta, who has God Ki. It makes a lot of sense. I would love to see him with God Ki, because that opens the possibility of him attaining Super Saiyan Blue in the future. But that's all really I have to say for these overall thoughts. Absolutely amazing episode, a great episode to surpass GT. But now, with the overall thoughts out of the way, it's time to get into the previews with episode 66, entitled Showdown, the Unyielding Warrior's Miraculous Superpower. And that is right, everyone, the man, the myth, the legend, the strongest fusion we have ever seen. Vegito is returning to Dragon Ball in this episode. And not just Vegito, he's bringing Super Saiyan Blue with him. Super Saiyan Blue Vegito is coming into Dragon Ball Super in the next episode. And we also have this mutated Zamasu. Like, I don't know what's going on with him, you know. There was leaks that said something quote unquote weird happened to Zamasu. I've seen theories going around that maybe the Goku Black side of Zamasu was destroyed or something with Goku's Kamehameha from this episode that will lead into the next episode, and maybe that's why a part of him is mutated, because the Goku Black side isn't immortal, or I don't know, honestly. It's so weird. I guess we'll just have to wait till episode 66 for an explanation on that. There is the whole return of the final Kamehameha, which is the Final Flash Kamehameha, although it's a lot different from what Dragon Ball Z had. It looks a lot like the final Kamehameha that you can unlock and buy in Xenoverse 2, which is very nice. I love the look of it. But one thing I do want to say about these previews, they feel completely out of place. I don't know what it is, but Goku's speech in this next episode preview doesn't really fit the footage of Zamasu and Vegito. I don't know what it is. It's hard to, understand what I'm trying to say unless you watch the previews. If you watch the previews, you'll kind of get what I mean. It just doesn't really flow together, if you know what I mean. We don't see Goku and Vegeta putting the Potara on in the next episode preview at all. I don't know. It's just a little weird to me, but that is all for today's video. If you guys like this video, please leave a like and a comment in the comment section below. Share this amongst your friends. I've been AzureAce, and thank you for coming to the video.
It is I, Vegeta, the Prince of all Saiyans, and you're watching AzureAce. Subscribe for more content like this one.